Hello, everybody. This is gonna be a bit of a different one today. So, you all asked for it, you all voted for it. I am going to be talking about Tekken 8 and my hopes for the upcoming Season 3. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description below. But they are talking about a lot of changes coming to balance for Tekken 8. Specifically, they talked about, what was it, back to basics, more conventional, more focused, more deliberate, a fresh start. I am not totally sure how much I trust the balance team. I don't know how well it is going to pan out, especially after how poorly Season 2 played out. Now, I want to stress, Tekken is still pretty fun to play. It's fun to play. It's fun to watch. That said, there are very, very prominent issues that I have with the defensive changes they made in Season 2 that were effectively never addressed at all throughout the whole season. Why do so many moves track you and launch you? I don't know. Why do so many characters get confirms off of random lows? I don't know. Why can Hwoarang do 60% off of just mashing his kickstance at you? I don't know. I'm not the balanced lead. I have no idea why any of these things are like the way they are. I was one of the proponents of this patch sucks. Just revert it back to Season 1. Everybody would have preferred whatever was going on in Season 1 to compare to the nightmare that was Season 2. It took them like 6 patches for them to quote-unquote adjust Season 2 to a playable state, and I would still say that it's worse than the end of Season 1. I started in Season 1. I was getting pretty good at the end of Season 1. Season 2 rolls around, everything gets thrown for a loop. And no, really, not everybody's having a good time. Which is unfortunate, because Season 2 had so much good in it. New character, Miyari Zo. Returning character, Miss Williams. Armor King also came back. The funny Pac-Man stage, I quite like. Baobab Horizon is a beautiful stage. They had already mentioned Miyari Zo and how she's like one of the most beautiful women in the cast. I feel like I should say that a couple more times. I had a lot of fun learning her as well, even though I didn't learn her for that long. And that's because, Tekken 8 is still just in a state that is, like, really tough to play once you understand why things are the way that they are. Like, once you understand why you're getting hit, and it's because, like, the main defensive mechanics of this kind of 3D fighter, 2D fighter, being able to step into and out of the background to move and dodge things, and how that just effectively has been nullified by the amount of tracking that is on moves. It's really annoying. It's very frustrating. I did not care for it. I still don't care for it. It's why you haven't seen a whole lot of Tekken lately. Now, I will say, in order to prepare for this video, I played a couple sets of Tekken just to kind of see how the game felt, because it's been a minute. It's been since Miyari released that I've played, and I haven't played Alisa since. She's still Alisa, still does the exact same thing she was doing before. I played 4 sets. Every set was a one-sided, like, slobber knocker. It was totally one-sided in one direction and the other. It was a loss, then a win, then a loss, then a win. It was, I think, Armor King, then King, then Hwoarang, and then Law. And obviously I have the King's number. I was sick of losing to that character. I labbed that matchup quite a bit. Law I was kind of surprised by because he kind of has given me trouble in the past. The Armor King and Hwoarang I was not very surprised by. After Armor King's release is about the time that I started weaning myself off of Tekken just because of how poorly everything was going and how, you know, the honeymoon phase had ended after Combo Breaker last year, and I was just not vibing with the game anymore. And then Hwoarang has always kind of been my nemesis in this game. That set was closer than it had ever been when it comes to fighting Hwoarang. I felt like I was learning in the heat of the moment how to deal with some things. But the Hwoarang player still just, like, mashed his, like, kickstance, and I could not find a way out of it. And then he got a life lead on. This was this frustrated the shit out of me because it always does. Because, you know, you all know me. I fight with quite a bit of honor here. I was like it was like 2-2 in the second game, and Hwoarang got like a slight life lead, and then just started running from me. So I started running up and doing things. I would do something that was minus, and then he would throw me. And he did that like 5 times until I died. And I think I would just like the bull in me activated. I saw the red on his gi, and I just kind of charged at him. And then after I died, he teabagged me, and the set was over. And I was just like, wow, okay. So, people are going to be shitty online, but that has nothing really to do with Tekken. It was just like a frustrating bit of that one specific part. So, as for Tekken on the channel, I am extremely hopeful. If you did not watch my Learning Dragon Ball Fighters with Fiona video from January, one, you should. Dragon Ball Fighters is a very fun game, and I'm going to be very excited learning what everybody affectionately calls a party game, but a fighting game. This shit rocks. It's extremely chaotic, and I love it. It's just, just like Dragon Ball. But in that, I stated I would like to play a third game at Combo Breaker this year. But at the moment, I am planning on playing 2. I don't really feel like competing in Grand Blue at the moment. Just not feeling it. Not that I hate the game or dislike it even. I'm just, like, not that into it at the moment. If somebody wants to pick it up and play, I'll probably play it. Street Fighter, I am very bored with Street Fighter 6. I'm not entirely sure if it's because I am still, like huffing hopium for poison. But, I don't know. I'm just, like, not feeling it. Maybe learning a new character would be good for me. I've considered learning Jury for a while, but I don't know. I don't know what it would take. But I was looking at Tekken, and I was like, I would actually really like to give Tekken another shot. Because nobody around me plays Tekken. My younger brother plays Street Fighter and Strive. There's folks at my locals that play Street Fighter. There's a lot of folks online that are playing Strive, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball, Grand Blue. Nobody's really playing Tekken. And for one reason or other, maybe it's the Season 2 balance patch. Maybe it's too different for them and they're not into it. Maybe there's just not a character they like. And you know what? Good on them. Fair enough. But it makes me sad, because I would like to play more Tekken with the folks that actually love this game. And I hope that at some point that love for me becomes real again. Because I knew it was there. It was there. I I did not like Tekken 7. I did not think Tekken was for me. I booted up Tekken 8 and was like, oh my god, this is one of the coolest things I've ever played. And then Season 2 kind of killed everybody's motivation, which is unfortunate. It really killed mine, but I stuck through with it. I'm proud that I played the way that I did, got as far as I did. You know, I got to blue rank at the end of the year. No, middle of the year. I don't remember how long. I don't remember when I got to blue rank, but I got to blue rank. Which is, I did not think I would ever get there. So, as for Season 3, if they live up to my expectations, make defense a little bit better, I would like to see Alisa given a little more juice. She was hurt pretty badly by a lot of the changes in the Season 2 balance patches. She just kept getting nerfed over and over again, which is unfortunate, but if she doesn't get any buffs, that's fine. I really, really just want to see defense be real again. I just want to be able to sidestep without feeling like it is a die if you do, die if you don't situation, you know? I want to feel like the movement that Tekken is known for is actually, you know, a part of the game instead of just something that you do and hope you win a coin flip on whether your opponent does the thing that kills you or not. I'm not a fan of all these tracking moves that launch you and then let your opponent do a 40% combo. It's not really all that fun, especially when the combos in Tekken are as long as they are. People think anime fighting game combos are long. They should fucking watch some Tekken 8 gameplay. Jesus. Y'all are probably watching some of the footage right now. It's ridiculous. But I'm very excited for Season 3. I am extremely excited to give Kunimitsu a try. I would love to play her for a little bit. I don't know if she'll replace Alisa as my main. It's not likely, but we'll see. Because Miyari Zo didn't. So, I'm hopeful for Season 3. Hopeful. Cautiously optimistic, as FDX would say. But that's all I have to say. If you guys have any feedback you want to leave for me, if you want to actually see me talk about Tekken 8 Season 3, if you want to see me stream it when it comes out, please let me know. You can like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can sub to the Patreon. I had a $600 medical expense come out at the beginning of the month, so I would greatly appreciate you throwing any amount of something my way if you can. And I will see you guys next week for more Learning Dragon Ball with Leona. Thanks, everybody.